Hi! It's car vlog time. Are you excited? I haven't done one of these in a long time. I'm going to be driving for about an hour and a half. I promise I won't chat at you that long, but I thought this was a good opportunity to just catch up with you guys and tell you a few things, just random thoughts that come to my head. How exciting is that? So yeah, I am out and about. I have a doctor's appointment that I'm going to, and it's over near my Costco, so I'm going to hit Costco on the way back. But I have to be very, very careful because I cannot push a cart and can't lift anything heavier than a coffee cup because of my elbow. So I'm supposed to be wearing a sling right now. Whenever I leave the house, I'm supposed to wear a sling. However, I find it more dangerous in the sling because when you hold your arm up against your body, it kind of throws off your balance. So yeah, I just feel like I'm less stable. So I'm wearing my little soft thing, and I'm supposed to be using my arm like a normal arm, except for lifting, pushing, or pulling, because the more I move it, the better range of motion I'll end up having when it's all said and done. So that's what my plan is to do, is to use it like crazy, and that's what I have been doing. Tomorrow is my appointment to get it re-x-rayed again to make sure everything's healing properly and see how we're doing. And the doctor told me that when she sees me, 2 weeks ago, when she said when she sees me this next appointment tomorrow, that she wants to see that I can extend my arm all the way, because she gave me exercises to do. I've been doing those exercises religiously, and I cannot extend my arm all the way. It's definitely more so than before, but it's not extendable completely at all. And I don't know what that means. I'm in love with Mom's cans. It's a bumper sticker. Okay, whatever. I don't even know. Okay. So, yeah, so I'm actually very much concerned about that. So I don't know what they're going to say or what they're going to tell me to do or what, but yeah, she definitely wanted me to be able to extend it by then, and I can't. Yeah, and I've done everything I needed to do. Basically, my exercises were to hold my cell phone out all the way, and then like hold it there, just the weight of my cell phone, and just like hold it there for a count of 10 3 times a day. And that doesn't sound like much, but that hurts. It hurts a lot. And I'm doing the very best I can, and I've even been, kind of overdoing it, I think, in the stretches, just to try to really get it to go there, but it's not going there. So anyway, that's a whole nother thing tomorrow, and we'll see how that goes. Plus, I'm getting my hair redone tomorrow. I think it's too blonde. I don't know. I feel like I need more of the darker bits in, because you see the line of demarcation there. I'm not a fan of that. I don't know. It's summer. It seems like blondish is okay, but I don't know, it feels a little too light to me. And depending on different lighting, like outside it looks a lot lighter, and like right here it looks a lot lighter than it does, like indoors, kind of, I guess. But I don't know, I think I might need to add a little bit more dark throughout, just to even it up a little bit so there's a mix in there. But yeah, don't know what I'm gonna end up with, so we'll see. That's, again, a tomorrow thing. But in the meantime, what I've been doing lately is starting to really look into the prep for our trip coming up. We are going to be in Scotland in a little bit here, and I'm starting the prep. I'm starting to figure out what the weather might be by then. From what it looks like, it's going to be very good chance of quite a bit of rain, but it might not. It's hard to know. And anywhere between, like, I saw once a low of 37 recently, but I think it'll be a little warmer by then, in the middle of the night, which I don't plan to be outside then anyway. But someplace probably around between the 50s and really low 70s, maybe. It might reach the 70s or even 70. So, and possibly rain here and there, which sounds lovely. It really does. I really love that whole weather thing is great for me, as long as it's not pouring down rain for all the things that we have planned to do outside, which we do have quite a few outside, treks, tours, and events kind of happening. So I'm hoping that it's not, we're not soaked to the bone, because, once you're soaked, and we're like changing hotels constantly, and it's not like you can really throw something in a dryer. You know what I mean? We're not there long enough to even really be able to do that stuff. So once you have some wet shoes or whatever, it's kind of a problem. So we're all, and I'm helping my girls find these things too. We're all trying to find like, you know, waterproof shoes and so forth. And there's one like 4-hour event thing that I'll be at. We all will, but I'm pickier about not wanting to spend 4 hours soaking wet in the rain. So I actually purchased some rain pants and I have a rain jacket, and I even purchased a rain hat, like with a brim around it, because I don't want to be soaked. I'm sorry, I don't. And I have like rain type shoes too. So I think I found some really good things. And yeah, here are the boots that I got. They're like little, like Chelsea kind of like ankle boot type things. And I think they're cute. I really do. And they're comfortable. And I love this brand. So these were a definite. They're going to take up half my suitcase. But I feel like any of the trudging around, you know, in the muddiness, because we're doing some, you know, walks and things that it might be muddy if it rained the day before or whatever. And it's got good grip. And so I think that, you know, I can wash the mud off. So those are definitely coming with me. And then the rain pants, may or may not need, but boy, if it's pouring down that one day that we're going to be outside for like 4 to 5 hours, I definitely want to have them. So I found these, and first I bought a pair that they were just too big, so I had to size down on those, and they fit well, so over jeans, because, you know, I'll be wearing jeans underneath them most likely, and throw those on if I need them. And they smush up into a small enough bit that I can shove them in a bag, which is good. So I've got those, and I think they're Columbia brand, so they're really good. I like them. And then the raincoat I got is very packable, but yet it's breathable and it fits cute. I really like this rain jacket. I think it'll work well. And then this rain hat is just a rain hat, you know, no big deal. So I've got various tones of gray and black. I'm gonna look like a rain cloud in the rain, except for my boots are kind of a tan. I'm just gonna be a mess. I'm not gonna be a fashion statement in any way, shape, or form, but I will be dry and I will be warm and it will be good. So I'm bringing all that. So that's taking up so much of my suitcase. I'm guessing. I haven't even begun to pack because it's not there yet, but thinking like in the evenings, if it's in the 50s, you know, or low 60s, I'm gonna need, you know, jeans or pants and sweaters and not sandals and stuff, which is completely opposite of everything I'm wearing now. So I'm kind of digging into my closet again and finding things I hadn't worn since December or before I even moved to Florida. I'm gonna bring like a cashmere sweater or two and just gonna be able to throw that on over like short sleeve tops, just to almost as a jacket kind of thing. I don't know. So trying to figure that whole thing out because I have to switch wardrobes so much for this. But we're very excited. It's happening. Hopefully my arm will be quite a bit better by then. But I still have to be, even during that time, I'll have to be careful. I can only, you know, pull my suitcase and things with my left arm. And again, I'm not supposed to lift anything heavier than a cell phone or coffee cup, basically, with my right hand. So I have to be careful not to use it. My family will be on luggage duty more. We all do carry on, and my daughters are coming too. So it's all 4 of us. It's really kind of fun. So we got to get Claire here first. So she'll be arriving here, and then we all fly together. So she's going to be flying here from North Carolina first, and then we, I think, fly to New Jersey and switch planes there on to Edinburgh. So it'll be fun. And then there's part of the trip that we're going to be in England, just the northern bits, in Durham, in that area. My daughter, oldest daughter, she did an archaeological dig in her archaeology class when she was in college, when she was in university at Purdue. They grouped with a group from Stanford and met there and did this archaeological dig, so in this Roman fort area. And she loved it, absolutely loved it there. She has her favorite restaurant where she got some sort of, I don't know what it was, shepherd's pie or some sort of something, and they have fish and chips there. So we're gonna go there, we're gonna see the Roman fort, and they got to stay in the university, in dorms there in the university in Durham, and they filmed some Harry Potter stuff in that area. So we're gonna go to Manchester, see Hadrian's Wall, all that kind of cool stuff up there in the northern part of England too. So we're gonna be outside, we're gonna be trudging around. We are going to not be doing anything fancy whatsoever, which is good because I don't want to have to bring fancy clothes too. So we're just gonna be, you know, dressing for the weather and for just seeing what we want to see. We're going to hopefully go to see Loch Ness. we're just doing kind of the whole toury thing. So it'll be fun. I'm very excited. Another silly thing that we're doing is years and years ago, when my daughter was, I think, in middle school or high school, middle school, I don't remember. She loves anything historical and all that kind of stuff. So I thought this would be a cute gift. I saw that you could purchase 1 square foot of land at Dunnon's Castle. If you own any land in Scotland, you can honorarily be called a lady or laird if it's a piece of land on a castle area. It's a scheme, they needed to make money to help restore the castle. So like whatever, it's cute. So she got a certificate. She's a lady of Dunnon's and that kind of thing. So Lady Callan, that's her. So anyway, she thought it was fantastic. She was so excited about it. And so we're like, you have land in Scotland. It's 1 square foot. And then we always teased that someday we would go there and we would all try to stand on our 1 square foot of land. So we are going to go to Dunnon's. We have a tour for the ladies. The lady gets a special tour and her guests. And so we get to tour the area, see all the restoration that they're doing, and find her 1 square foot of land. We have a plot of exactly where it is and a photo of where it is. We were always saying, yeah, hers is probably the one that's under the trash can, but it's not. We got a picture of it, so we kind of know where it is. So we're gonna go find her land, and she can be lady of her 1 square foot for 5 minutes. So that's gonna happen. So we're just having a good old time, just kind of wandering around and seeing really silly things, but we're all excited about it. So we're starting that whole planning thing. I've brought the map back out. I've checked with all the hotels, making sure those are still booked and nothing changed there. There were some issues we had to deal with, but I think it's still all happening pretty darn well. So that's going to be something that'll be happening in the next bit here. But I've got time. I still have time, thank goodness, to prepare for all that because I'm gonna need it. So on the way now to the doctor, different doctor, get this taken care of, hit Costco for a few quick items that don't require me to push a cart or hold anything with my right arm, and then back home again to do some editing and so forth like that. But anyway, that's what's going on right here, right now, at the darn moment. Also, just a quick chat about some of the things that have been happening in the YouTube community, dealing with luxury and that kind of thing. We've had luxury YouTubers, selling their whole collection and going all quiet luxury and all that kind of thing. We've had people completely quit their, luxury YouTube channels and so forth. Recently, Jerusha Couture completely decided to quit for a while. I'm not sure if she's taking a break. I believe she said she's taking a break, possibly not coming back. She's just had enough of it all, and kudos to her. She's one of the OGs. She started this from the very beginning, and I've been with her, off and on. I don't watch every single thing she does, but I had one of her bags once, and we've chatted back and forth, and I've chatted back and forth with her mom, and we just had a good time. She even was talking about me in one of her videos once, so we just had a little, I've known her for a while. So I was very surprised that she has decided to stop the whole luxury YouTubing for now, but she was just talking about how it's just getting frustrating for her and it's not fun anymore. And I'm completely with her on that. She needs to take care of herself and her family, and if it's not making her happy, there's no need to do it. She has decided to stop, which is very interesting too, because and I'm glad she's stopping if she's not happy. Absolutely. I feel like a lot of what she's unhappy with are the things that her channel became over the years, not from where she started. She was very happy when she started her channel, which was just talking about her love of luxury and how the zippers sounded on the bags, and and that's exactly what kind of encouraged me to start doing a channel too and talk about luxury items when I do. I just love the bags and what I get and what I do as a YouTuber. And when you see that your bag videos, and the more you get and the more you show, whatever, those get a lot of views and, which make you more money, it's hard to not just kind of jump on that and keep going and getting a new bag and another thing and a this and that, and it turns into something that you'd never intended for it to turn into. And I'm bound and determined for that not to happen. It's been almost 9 years that I've been on YouTube. So far I've kept it so where I'm not doing that, where I'm just, grabbing every new bag that comes down the pike and whatnot. I mean, there's a temptation there, sure, because I know if I get a bag and show it, that'll make me some money, and why not? It's fun to do, and I get to try the bag and blah, 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 but I've struggled with that a little bit, but I decided not to do any of that. I still wanted to keep it fun. I don't do brand sponsorships. Every day my email is filled with companies wanting me to show their product, wanting them to send me their product. I refuse them every time. If it's something that does interest me, I tell them that I will purchase it on my own, with my own money and my own time, and if I love it, it'll be in a favorites. But I'm not going to accept any products for free to talk about them, because I personally don't trust others' judgment when they were given a product from a company. Never did, even as just a watcher of YouTube, not a YouTuber. But sure, if someone wants to send you things, I can see where that is a bit of a difficult thing to not do, And so I'm sure a lot of people do fall for that, and then it becomes more of a job, and then you have to stop your video in the middle of it, and today's sponsor is blah blah blah, and I'm just not doing that. I'm not doing it, and the reason I'm not is because I don't want to get to that frustrating point that others have gotten to, like Jerusha, where they're dealing with brands. People are constantly asking me what I charge to talk about their product. Nothing. I don't even accept that. So, and then if you don't answer their email, I wondered if you saw the email. We're offering you this. You get this bombardment of more emails. So every single one. First thing in the morning, I get my coffee, I go to my office, I turn on my YouTube thing, and in my comments, whatever, and I go to my email, actually, and go to my business email, and everyone, I have the same thing I type out to every single one. Hello is so-and-so, whatever their name is. Thank you so much for this opportunity, thank you for the information and opportunity. However, I am not interested at this time. All the best, Jennifer, is what I always sign it. The ones who start off with like, hi dear, or hi, just hello, they don't even use my name. I don't even respond to, because I'm like, they don't know who I am, and they're just sending these out to 1 million people. So I'm not going to respond. But even those, keep bugging me back again. I didn't hear from you. Well, you're not going to. You don't even know who I am. But anyway, sometimes I have to email them back. But it takes a lot of time, is my point, to constantly say no, 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 no. And I'm very, very pleased that I'm getting all these offers and, brand sponsorship ideas and thoughts and whatever, but I don't want them. I don't do that. It becomes more of a job, and this isn't a job for me. For many people, it is their job. I get that, and they can do what they want to do, but I know for me, it would become a pain, and it would be disingenuous, and I don't want to be talking about products I don't even know if I really like, and someone sent it to me for free, and I'm forced to talk about it because, that was the obligation for getting this free product. That's not me. That's not what I'm doing. So, long story long, I'm working hard at not falling into that trap that many YouTubers have fallen into, which is getting overwhelmed with all the brand stuff, the influencer stuff. I'm not trying to be an influencer. If I happen to influence anybody into anything, it's only because it's like you're my best friend and I found this certain product that works for me and I'm going to tell you about it and you tell me about yours. That's exciting. So then you're an influencer too. In that case, my sister and I share things all the time back and forth that we find that works for each other. And I don't call her an influencer, even though she influences me in decisions too. So anyway, all of that YouTube influencer stuff, I'm trying to stay away from. Because I want this to still just be genuine and fun and a hobby, and not feel that need to show specific products or talk about brands or whatever. That's not what I'm personally doing. Others can do what they want to do. But I already know that I would also feel like Jerusha if I did all the stuff that she did. You know, I would be frustrated and angry and not happy and, trying to do collaborations and all that stuff. That's just exhausting. I don't even want to think about it. So I've got too much else going on in my life. And for me, this is all like not only secondary, it's like down the line. I love YouTube. I love doing what I do. It's so much fun for me, and I don't want it to stop being fun. And genuine. I want it to stay genuine. It has always been genuine. Everything is my honest truth, and I'm not being, paid by anyone to talk about their product. I'm not even allowing them to give me their product. But like 2 times, someone has badgered me into letting me try their product, and I still say I will tell. I'm not going to give necessarily a positive thing, but I've always mentioned it. I think there've been 2 items I've mentioned this was given to me. And if I ever am given something, I will always mention it, because to me that's only fair. It's like I don't want to know how someone feels about a product if I know that someone. Okay, whatever. Anyway, long story just got longer. Almost at my doctor's appointment. It's just something that's been on my mind. I do have a video coming up soon about my thoughts on quiet luxury and stealth wealth and all that, because that's been a huge subject, and I've been asked a few times to talk about how I feel about that and whether I feel like the more expensive brands, the Chanel's, the Hermes, the Louis Vuitton, all those type of things, if those don't qualify as quiet luxury, or if I feel like they still can work within a quiet luxury thing, or how I feel about it. Are showing those logos too much? What are my thoughts? So I have a video that's coming up about that also. So stay tuned for that one. It's kind of interesting. It's kind of all over the place, but it brings in my ideas and my thoughts and how I feel about the whole thing. Yeah. So, because you're all dying to know what I feel about the whole thing, right? Oh, brother. Okay, so it looks like I'm going to make my appointment on time. The traffic in this stretch is so ridiculous. It's just stop, start, stop, start. It's one of those kind of roads. So anyway, I've talked way too long. I will let you go, and thank you for joining me in the car and coming along with me. And I love you guys to pieces. You're my buddies. And if you stuck with me this long, you're my best buddy. Love you. Take care. Bye, guys.